Alright guys, let's talk about something fundamental to human interaction, especially when it comes to romantic pursuit. We all see it happen. Women, often incredibly capable and independent women, will fixate on a guy who seems slightly out of reach. A guy who isn't immediately showering them with attention, maybe doesn't seem instantly smitten, or has his own thing going on. It's frustrating to watch sometimes, especially if you feel like you're putting in the work and not getting the same level of chase back. So let's break down. Why do women chase what they can't have? It's not about playing games, it's deeply rooted in psychology and evolutionary biology. Think back to our ancestors. The easiest resource to acquire, berries right on the bush, wasn't always the most nutritious. Sometimes you had to hunt for something a little harder to get, maybe a particularly plump animal or a rare root. That hunt, that challenge, signaled quality. This translates into attraction in several key ways. Perceived value. A man who isn't desperately seeking validation signals higher value. If everyone is clamoring for your attention, it implies you're already doing well without them. It suggests confidence and a life outside of potential romance. Women are naturally drawn to men who possess qualities that would make good providers and protectors. Historically, those were men with resources, time, status, skills that weren't entirely dependent on one woman. The challenge in dopamine. The chase itself is stimulating. A little bit of uncertainty triggers dopamine release in the brain, the feel-good chemical. It's the same reason we enjoy a good puzzle or a compelling story. If a man is too predictable, too eager to please, it can become a little boring. A slight challenge keeps her engaged and invested. Testing and qualification, women are often subconsciously testing a man's value. They want to see if he's worth the investment of her time and emotional energy. If you seem easily won over, she might question your overall quality. Is he truly selective? Does he have standards? The chase is part of that qualification process. The lost opportunity. Fear. Humans are wired to avoid loss more strongly than they seek gain. If a woman feels like she might lose you, if you're not constantly available or overly enthusiastic, it creates a sense of urgency and makes her want you even more. Okay, so we understand the why. Now let's get to the good stuff. How do you become the man who they think they can't have? It's not about being aloof or playing mind games. It's about cultivating a compelling life and embodying certain qualities that naturally create attraction. This is where real work comes in, but it's incredibly rewarding. Here's a breakdown of key areas to focus on. 1. Own your life. The foundation. This is the biggest one. You need a life you enjoy, independent of whether or not you're dating someone. Purpose and passion. What gets you excited? What are your goals? It could be career ambitions, hobbies, creative pursuits, fitness, volunteering, anything that gives your life meaning and direction. Women are attracted to men with purpose. It shows ambition and drive. Social circle. Don't rely solely on her for social fulfillment. Have a solid group of friends, both male and female, who you enjoy spending time with. This demonstrates you're socially adept and not needy. Financial independence, or progress. Towards it, you don't need to be rich, but show that you're capable of taking care of yourself and working towards your goals. It signals stability and resourcefulness. 2. Cultivate confidence. The magnet. Confidence isn't arrogance, it's a quiet knowing of your own worth. Arse. Body language. Stand tall, make eye contact, but don't stare. Speak clearly and at a moderate pace. These subtle cues communicate confidence. Self-care. Take care of yourself physically. Hit the gym, eat well, dress in clothes that fit you well and reflect your style. It shows self-respect. Embrace imperfection. Nobody is perfect. Don't be afraid to show vulnerability or admit when you're wrong. Authenticity is far more attractive than trying to project a flawless image. 3. Master the art of subtle pursuit. The intrigue. This isn't about being passive. It's about controlling the pace and creating intrigue. Don't over-text call. Let her initiate sometimes. Don't be constantly available at her beck and call. A little bit of space creates mystery. Teasing and playful banter. Light-hearted teasing shows you're comfortable and confident enough to not take yourself too seriously. It also keeps the interaction engaging. Show, don't tell. Instead of telling her how great you are, show her through your actions and accomplishments. Let her discover your qualities organically. Be a little unpredictable. Don't fall into predictable patterns. Surprise her with a thoughtful gesture, or suggest an activity she wouldn't expect. Now, here's the payoff. If you show or make them feel this way, they will chase you more. How do you know if you're hitting the mark? Look for these signs: increased effort. She starts initiating contact more often, suggesting dates, and making an effort to see you. Jealousy, subtle. She might subtly inquire about other women you're talking to, or show a slight hint of possessiveness. It's a sign she values your attention. Trying to impress you, she starts putting in extra effort with her appearance, sharing her accomplishments and trying to make you laugh. Seeking your approval, she subtly seeks your opinion on things, what she's wearing, a decision she's making, showing that your validation matters to her. More vulnerability. She starts opening up more emotionally, sharing her thoughts and feelings with you. This is a sign of trust and investment. The key takeaway here isn't about winning. The chase is about shifting the dynamic. When you become the man who has options, who is living a fulfilling life, and who doesn't desperately need her validation, she will naturally be drawn to you. You become less of a target to win and more of a desirable prize worth pursuing. It's about becoming someone she wants to earn your attention, not just receive it freely. And when that happens, the chase becomes far more rewarding for both of you. So, go out there, work on yourself, own your life, and become the man they think they can't have. You might be surprised at how quickly things change. Any questions? Let's dive in.